Hey everybody, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to talk about how you need to take care of yourself before you take care of others. So this kind of comes along with my whole, in light of my hospital visit, my ER visit that I had the other day, and what I talked about in that, what I went through with finding out that everything was okay, first of all, with my heart and everything, but going through what I went through as far as when this happened with my dad, and how I don't want my kids to see this happen, and how important it is to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. A lot of times we just are so busy and we put our health on the back burner because we're so busy taking care of the kids and getting this, that, and the other done, and making sure the household chores are done, and making sure the dog is fed, and little Jimmy gets to practice and Susie gets to dance, and we just are so busy with their schedules that we don't even take time for ourselves. And I'm going to tell you something. That's selfish. I know we all have different lives, and everybody has a different state of stress, a different state of busyness. You might have a different job than I have. You may have a different lifestyle than I have. But I don't care. Because you need to maybe sit back and take a big look at things like, are you working too much? Are you heading towards a health issue that is probably festering in the background, that with you continuing to do what you're doing and live the life you're living, as far as stressing beyond stress, taking on more than you should be, putting your cares and your issues to the side because everybody else is so much more important than you. And I get that. I totally get it. Because, we're supposed to be taking care of other people. We're parents, we're adults, we're teachers, we're nurses, whatever it is. But are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating right? Are you, like I said, working more than you should be? Are you headed towards a health problem? When you're doing too many of these things, you forget, and you don't realize, hey, maybe I need to step back and make some changes. Maybe I need to realize that this is really stupid of me. And nobody sees that in the beginning. Nobody does. If you are taking care of yourself, you're filling your cup, right? You're filling your cup. And when your cup starts to overflow, you can take care of other people better, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. What aggravates me so much, and I know I get a little bit crazy with this, and I know maybe I sound rude about it, because I just don't understand how someone could let their health get so bad that they can't even enjoy life anymore. They can't even do the things they used to do anymore. They can't even leave their house. That pisses me off, because there's ways to change that. And if you're not doing anything to change it, or not caring enough about yourself, you need to step back and start doing that. Because there are people in your life that want you to be involved in their lives. Your kids need you around. Your friends want you around. Know that they want you around enough to care about your health. Enough to take that time and let the people that love you know, hey, guess what? Mom, dad, sister, whoever you are, is going to take care of themselves because I love you. And I love myself enough. And I owe it to you guys to be here. Because to me, it is so... It's selfish when you're not taking care of yourself first. It really is. And it happens because we lose sight of what the big picture is, and we're busy. But when you've gotten to a point, and it may or may not happen to you, I'm speaking because I'm seeing it in our own family. When you've gotten to the point where you're just so ill that you cannot live life normal anymore, there's a problem. You have to have the will to live, okay? And if you're not taking care of yourself, you're just going to spiral out of control. And I'm not saying that this could happen to everybody, or that it's going to happen to you if you don't get to the doctor right now. But I mean, I had people who are like, oh my God, yeah, I need to start taking better care of myself. Okay, then do it. Do it. What is it going to take for you to call a doctor and go get a physical? What is it going to take for you to, oh, I haven't been seeing right, or I've been having migraines. What is it going to take for you to make those changes? Ask yourself that, because that's where it gets kind of sketchy with me. That's where I get a little aggravated, and that's where it bothers me and it hurts me, because like, what is it going to take for you to realize that if you're not at your best, you can't give your best to the other people around you. If you're not doing your job in taking care of yourself, how are you going to take care of other people? And if you've been following me, you understand that I was faced with that. I literally was asked that exact freaking question in a job. Oh, you're the Melanie that has the bad thyroid issue, that has, a racing heart rate. We were wondering who you were. We were wondering how you were going to take care of our patients if you can't take care of yourself. Pissed me off. But I'm going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you that right now. How do you expect to take care of other people if you can't take care of yourself? What if you're going to be fired from being a mom or a dad or an aunt or an uncle or whatever it was for not taking care of yourself? What if you were going to be fired from that? I know we don't get paid for it. We don't get paid for being parents or adults like that or taking care of ourselves. But what if you were going to get fired? Or what if you were not offered an opportunity because of that? I bet you'd make some changes, because guess what? I did. Oh, I did. They made sure I did. They sent me to their place to make sure and I had to get checked over and over and over again in my 20s. Guys, this is not something that I pulled together overnight. This is just things that I've watched over time, and shame on you if you are not taking care of yourself. Shame on you if you know you have an underlying health issue and you're not doing something about it. Really, that's selfish. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's selfish not to take care of yourself. And I'm not talking like, oh, go out and spend $1 million on new clothes and get your nails done and get your hair done and all this other stuff. That's not what I mean by taking care of yourself. That's pampering yourself. That's for another time. Take care of your health so you can take care of others. Because when it is all said and done, when you can't take care of yourself, people aren't going to want to be around you. They're going to be afraid that maybe something will happen and you won't be able to take care of them if you're on the floor. And I'm not saying that like, hey, everyone's going to turn their back on you if you're, you don't go to the doctor. But guys, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen, and I don't like it. So I'm just kind of putting this out there and hoping that if it reaches one person or it makes one person make one little change in their life. And what's your incentive? Your incentive is to freaking live longer. Your incentive is to be there for your kids. Your incentive is to be there to watch your kids grow up and to be a grandparent and to watch your kids get married and maybe watch your grandkids get married. That's your freaking incentive. So don't give me excuses as to why you can't get here or there, why you can't take care of yourself, or why you can't change what you do, why you can't change your diet, or why you can't, say no to some overtime. Dude, step back and make some freaking changes and make it work, because you can. Let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this. You don't make any changes. You end up having a heart attack, and you're off work for 6 to 8 weeks. Then what do you do? Make some changes now before it's too late, guys. Take care of yourself before you take care of others. Know that this is coming from a complete place of love. I'm not passing judgment on anybody, but I just get upset when I continue to see it happen over and over again with people, and I don't understand it. And maybe because I have lived through certain things, or have had, almost didn't get a job, had a parent who was having a heart attack for a few days before he decided maybe I should go get this checked out. It's just, yes, we worry because we have to support our families and be there for our families, but how are you going to support them when you're sick? How are you going to be there for them when you're sick? You can't. So take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of everybody else and everything else that's around you. Thanks for getting on, guys. I really appreciate all the messages I get, and all those people who are sending me messages and said, hey, remind me to go and take care of myself. Go take care of yourself. Do it now. Start now. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day.